Yes, maybe it will surprise you a little bit when I say that I'm happy with the performance of the team, even the result was not what we expected. It was a very, very difficult game today against a very, very negative opponent. Those guys, I don't know what they came to do here, but it was just defending and kicking the ball in front. So that means that, yeah, we had to be patient and try to find the spaces and the opportunities. There were some opportunities, certainly the second half. If we should have scored that penalty, maybe it could have been another game, but when you see then the last 15 minutes that one after another is injured and they yeah, it was like they played the final of the World Cup, and that was not the goal today for us. We'd like to have a good opponent that tried to play football, and that was not the case today. So a little bit disappointment about the opponent, but I'm happy with the performance of my team. Certainly about some players, new players, who were from the first time or one of the first times with us. I think Sebelebele, Mosomir did a good game. Makanya in the back did a good game. So that also Maseko, second half, so and a few others. So that means that they deserved, we chose them, but they deserved to be with the team, and it gives us opportunities also for the next weeks and for the World Cup.
Thank you, Coach.
Coach. Coach Lorenz from Industry Times. I would imagine that no team at the World Cup is going to be lined up with a low block like this against Bafana. So do you think this was good preparation for the World Cup, or do you think it's a missed opportunity?
Yes, when you think that all our opponents we're going to play like this, that was today a good game for us. Then, but I don't think that will happen. This is really coming on the pitch and defending with 10 men and kicking the ball in front and hoping that the ball falls good and that you can have an opportunity. At the other side, I know also that our opponents will be, when they have to defend, that it will be against the block, that is for sure, but you will have more opportunities. They didn't do anything to try to score a goal today. And I don't think that with Mexico or Czech Republic or even South Korea that you will play against an opponent like this. Also the injuries, those are yellow cards in the World Cup. The rules are changed. You can't do that anymore. The goalkeeper 3 times, this is finished. So again, the last 15 minutes was, and I told the coach also, I said, what is this? Play football. But yeah, he was very happy with the draw, I think. And this is a little bit a pity. I had rather like to play against an opponent that defend. This is totally normal, that you defend and that you try to be good organized. But when you have the ball, try to do something. And that was not the case with our opponent today.
Okay, let's move this side first.
Joseph from Sports Coach. From your opening remarks, you sound not to be quite impressed with the opponents. Can you just take, out of interest and curiosity, how do you then get to be given such an opponent? Were they the only opponents who were available to give you a taste of what is happening in North America?
You never know how your opponent is going to play here. We can't ask the coach, please, can you play like that? This is impossible. But we analyzed Nicaragua. I never saw Nicaragua playing like today. When they had the ball, they tried something. Also in the qualifiers for World Cup. So I don't know what was the goal for them with this game against us, but I saw 3 games of them, and also the analysts, and so no, this was not what happened before. So yeah, and you never know. You can take another opponent and maybe it's exactly the same or whatever. So we saw Nicaragua and we thought, okay, that can be a good opponent for us today. But it was a good opponent. It was a tough opponent, a difficult opponent. But I don't think that was for us then the goal of the game. The goal of the game today.
Are you asking a question?
Hi, Claire Barjoles for Radio France International. Coach, it's your last game at home, and there is the whole pressure of the country who has not played a World Cup since 2010. What are your ambitions for this World Cup? Can I ask if you can make a quick answer in French before translating it into English, if possible? If you want. If you want. You don't have to.
En français.
Parlez français.
Oui, c'est Radio France.
No, I think we told already in the past days that our ambition is to survive the group stages, and it will not be easy with the opponents we have. But there is a possibility, and we will try to have as soon as possible the 3 points, because I think with 3 points you go through. You'll be one of the best 8 thirds. So that is our first goal when we go to the World Cup, is to survive the group stages. Donc le but pour nous à la Coupe du Monde, c'est surtout de survivre le stage de groupe. Ça va pas être facile parce que nos adversaires sont quand même durs. Ce sont pas les grands pays comme le Brésil ou l'Italie, ou pas l'Italie n'est pas là, ou la France ou l'Argentine ou l'Espagne, mais ce sont des adversaires qui sont très difficiles. Ça joue très bien, très compact. Donc, et en plus, quand vous voyez notre groupe avec nous et les 3 autres adversaires, il n'y a pas beaucoup de différence de qualité. Ça veut dire que chaque match va être très dur et très serré. Et on va essayer encore une fois d'avoir le plus vite possible les 3 points.
Coach, Buddy from Supersport. Coach, I just wanted to find out, in terms of your training sessions and everything, I'm just wondering, how much time do you usually dedicate for penalties and all of that? And also just moving forward into the World Cup, is that something that becomes an important thing in training? Or I wonder like how you do it in Bafana camp, Coach.
It may be strange that I answer you that you can't train penalties. Yes, when you see the best players in the world misses penalties. So this is not trainable, and I will tell you a little story. I never took a penalty when I was a player, and on the World Cup in '86 against Spain, there were penalties, and the coach was looking for players who wanted to take a penalty, and he had 2 names on his paper, and I said, okay, put me on the paper. So he was surprised, you a penalty? I said, yeah, put me. So I scored, we were qualified with penalties. 6 weeks later, competition. Anderlecht against Bruges. So a big derby like Chiefs, Pirates or so on. After 20 minutes, penalty. And our captain said, Hugo, come, give a penalty. Yeah, you did it well in Mexico. They're still looking for the ball. They never found the ball. So what I mean with that, this is very, how you say that, psychological? it's when I took the penalty in Mexico, there was nothing to lose. I was the oldest player of the Belgium team. My career was nearly finished, so if I should have missed, what should have been the problem? So I was very relaxed. But in that game for the competition, I was very nervous, and the goalkeeper was very, very big, and the goal was very, very little, and then you miss penalty. So on training, when I should make it an exercise on penalties, I think from the 26, there are maybe 2 or 3 who will miss it. So you can't train it, and Lyle is a very good taker of penalties, and today, yeah, he missed it. That can happen, and I will never blame a player, never, to miss a penalty, never.
Yes, Coach Benila here from SABC. I know that today was more about maybe giving, as you had said, the other players a chance. Maybe in terms of the new combinations, what did you see the new combinations that you are also trying to get? And I'm sure that when you move to the next game, that's where you will be going closer to your starting lineup. And I wanted to know are you already settled? Well, one of the positions that I've seen you in the past few matches, trying different combinations at centre back.
You know, first of all, I think that what we saw today, that we are in central defense, that we are stronger than before. We have 2 new guys, young guys, very good defenders, strong boys, but is also important. So I think that is a very good thing. I think with Sebelebele and Maseko, I can say the same thing. So with those 2 guys, we can do something. They are both quick. They can both dribble a man. They can both be dangerous. And you see the penalty that with the how you say it? How you say it? I'm thinking French now. When you see the speed, when you see the speed of Sebelebele in that action, so that is something that you have more now in your team also. So that was also a goal of the game of today, to give those people a chance and see if we did the right choice. And I think we can say that we did the right choice. Matuludi, in the previous games that he was with us, when he came in, I said to him, are you afraid of what? So I told him before the game, I don't want to see you afraid. And I said, come on, go, like in Polokwane. You see him playing today. He was very good. So that means that with those guys now, that we can say that we have an enforcement in the team, and that we have also possibilities. I will not tremble now anymore when I see the Colissi go down on the field. What happened? No, we have someone who can replace him, and that is certainly a very positive point of the game of today.
Jabulangito from News 24. Coach, Lyle has struggled in terms of goals in recent games for Bafana. Where is his confidence, and how do you manage a situation where when he misses a penalty and his own fans react like the way they did?
You ask me why is the confidence? You have to know that Lyle the last, I think, 3 or 4 games didn't play in Burnley anymore since that he changed his coach. He was not even on the bench anymore. So I think Lyle needs a little bit also confidence from our side, and also a little bit better physical condition. You see the Lyle, a good Lyle, he's quick, he's active. Today, the first half, and that's not the reason why we changed him. I have to tell you that was before said, okay, in the half time, Lyle out and Ikram in. So, but you see, Lyle is not for the moment in very big confidence. He's a little bit doubting, and so we have to work on it the next days, and also in training. We have to try that he's again on the level what he was a few months ago. But yeah, those things happen, changing coaches, and then suddenly they put you on the bench, and the game after you're even on the stands. So I think that he's struggling now a little bit, but that will be okay. We have time enough now to put him back where we want him.
And when the fans react like it was like
Fans today, they are not happy, and tomorrow they kiss you. This is important that fans support you, but when they don't, that cannot be a reason to say, fans are fans, and fans react with the heart, and that's emotional. So that's not so important.
Soms ESPN Africa.
I hope that you was.
Coach, undoubtedly in your 5 years in charge of Bafana Bafana, the team has improved in many respects, but we still see this one issue recurring where chances are not being put away. Do you think that the country is moving in the right direction in that front? Is it something that a national team coach can solve, or is it something that goes far deeper?
Yes, you know that I think this is already a long time a problem of Bafana Bafana. This is the goal scorer. It's very difficult. Bafana Bafana don't score so much. Even there was a period that we scored many goals. So this is a little bit less now. Also today we had a few chances. I think 5-6 months ago that should have been goals. But it's nothing really to worry about. It is something that can come back very quickly. And we have players who can score goals. Lyle, we have Ikram, we have Magopa, and we have others also, like Moremi. Those guys are also able to score goals. So it's just a question now in the next 10 days or 11 days to restore that a little bit. We have time enough, we have trainings enough now to restore that a little bit, because that is also a disadvantage of a national team. They have them 10 days and then they go back to the club, and then they play what the club wants or whatever. So now I have them with me already since Monday, and for the next 4 or 5 weeks. So that means that we can work on it, and I'm not really worried about that. But yes, the real scorer, South Africa don't have for the moment. But we have proven in the past that we can solve it.
Coach, here in front, same side.
Oh, there again.
Kgotatso Mogale from Hope Alive Radio. Coach, when you play a game like this and you see that the opponents aren't much of a threat, what would your halftime talk look like to the team and the players that are going in? Do you want them to go like full force and you know that they must go for the goal, or you are also kind of like comfortable with them being too sure that they can control the game?
No, the only thing we had to do today is try not to be out of position. So that means that we always had players for the rest defense, where we are attacking and we lost the game, and we did it very good today with Yaya in the middle and with Mbata first half, 1 hour. They did it very well, because that was the danger today, that you should, with all or too much players in front of the ball, you lose the ball, a space big like I don't know what, and that's what they wanted. So we did that very well. At the other side, and that was better in the second half, we had with Maseko, but in this first half also with Sebelebele, guys who could, because against such an opponent, you need to have guys who can make it dribble and eliminate 1 or 2 players. So that was better also in the second half with those guys. And then you need also a little bit luck. We had some chances. The goalkeeper did 2 or 3 good saves, but that is the disadvantage when you play against such an opponent. You still have to be careful that you don't receive a goal because you are too offensive. And you saw those guys are playing. There was a wall of players, and maybe some moments we didn't play quick enough. That is also true. So in that when you see that what happens today, I think we learned a lot today and how we can do better if we should play again against an opponent like this.
Okay, the last two questions here, and then finally. Yes. Coach, I'm looking at Mexico 15, I think Czech 45, South Korea 25 in the world. Where do you think the point? Where do you think the likely nation that you think you may get point there? And then also for yourself, is there a regret that you have never coached in the World Cup before? How are you looking forward to make your debut in the World Cup as a coach?
Are we looking forward to what?
I'll reiterate. I want to reiterate. No, I want to reiterate.
You know, we will try against every opponent to win points. Starting with the first game against Mexico. We don't have to calculate or whatever. From the first game, we have to try to win points to win. Again, as I said already, if you have 3 points, you go through. That is for sure. So from the first game, you have to try to have as soon as possible the 3 points. But I said it to the lady there in French. The group, there is no big team, big country in the group, like Brazil or Spain or Argentina or France or whatever. We are 4 teams, and the difference in quality is not so big either. So that means there will be 3 tough games to play. And therefore, again, we don't have to say, but today it's against Argentina. No, we just have to believe in our chances, because our opponents are not so much better than we are. If we will be afraid and having no confidence that we can win against those opponents, then it becomes very difficult. So we have to believe there is certainly a possibility to win against one of those teams. And again, if you have 3 points, you are 2.
Okay, last question.
Good evening, Coach. Right here, Coach. Tempo from Friends of Football. Coach, just one question. What's the mood like in the camp now, seeing that we have African champions, number 1, and then also we have league champions or regional champions. So what's the mood like in the camp, moving to the World Cup or leading to the World Cup?
Hey. Oh, you know, there is no difference between Sundowns players and Pirate players and Chiefs and whatever, and that makes the team, that makes this group so strong. When you should come and see how the boys are on table when there is a meal, is a mix of players. You can't say, oh look there, those are all the Sundowns and those. No, everybody's joking with everybody, everybody's talking with everybody. And I said it already in the past, those guys are once they are with the national team, they are colleagues. They are not opponents like they are in the championship here in this country. So the mentality, what I feel till now, is good, even when we were with 32. So the mood is very good, and that is also very important, because as I said already, what happens in AFCON in Morocco, that was not what I wanted to see. And I told the players already that that was also one of the reasons why we had such a yeah, let's say disappointed outcome. But that will not happen anymore, I can assure you. I will not happen that anymore.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.